What are your thoughts on rent to rent overall now compared to where you started? Are you still like super, super passionate on it? This is what you want to do? You know, tell me about where you're both at with that.
So my thoughts on it is I want to do it because it's not as hard as I thought it would be. It might be challenging, but from what I thought to start off with, back in last year when we was doing that, when we went to Northern Social,
Yeah.
everything was frying my head. I was like, that sounds so hard. But then going through all of SA and thinking, really wasn't that bad. And it's
Not as
just putting,
technical as you thought.
that not as
Okay.
technical. And I just gotta, you just gotta put it into practice, really.
That's it.
Because I thought there was so many like ins and outs and things to look out for, like what not actually owning a property yourself, but still being in charge of it. Oh, I found that
Yeah.
so insane. But going through that SA thing, seamless really. If you can once you get a few down, you'll be fine for the future ones. Like maybe the first couple, you'll be like, all right, might need some help on it, ask questions or whatever. Maybe go through the videos again. But you do it
Yeah.
twice, the third time, less you kind of it's just anything in it. The more times you drive a car, well, I don't want to talk about driving a car. It's just like the more times you ride a bike or something, the more you'll be just natural at it. Yeah, so it's just repetitiveness in it, and then
That's
you
it.
retain more information the more times you do it. So no,
100%.
it's really not as
No, I
difficult
like
as I
that. I
thought it
like
would.
that.
It's all self-explanatory, really, once you kind of look at
Yeah,
it.
no, the videos are honestly the videos are sick. The videos are sick. If it
Yeah.
wasn't for those videos, it would I probably wouldn't retain any info. So no, those videos are sick. Even I like the way you both have your own sections. Like you'll have Debbie do three, Joe, you'll do a couple. No, it's good. It's good.
Good man. Good man. I like it. I
I've
like it. It's
no,
good.
I've no criticism about those videos at all.
Uh, Legend, what did you think then? What's your thoughts on rent to rent now? You've kind of gone through, well, one of the courses anyway. Are you still kind of passionate? Are you still all in? Has it lit the fire even more? Like where you at?
Uh, I'd say I'd say it's lit the fire even more. I think when I first originally got into property, I was looking at the VRR route because that was kind of the only videos that I was coming across, and that's why I was so worried about the capital. Like bloody hell, I'm gonna have to have like this amount of money to do a refurb and all this, that, and the other. But no, I think it's lit the fire even more. Obviously. I want to be really hands-on with it because of basketball, I just don't have that time at the moment. So when I do have this break over the summer, I literally told the missus like I'm going on holiday for 2 days, lads holiday. I'm coming back and then I'm just full time on it. But yeah, it's been really interesting just kind of seeing the different like Debbie said, just the different angles that you can take. Like there's SA, there's HMO, there's BMR, there's you could be a deal sourcer. So like just trying to, I think it's brought my focus in a bit more in line because I think it was very broad and I was all over the place looking at so many different videos. And I think the course just kind of gives you bite-sized chunks, but it's really informative on what you're looking at. So like the biggest part that I didn't see on all the videos was the compliance stuff. So I'm looking through like, oh yeah, this is gonna be easy. You just rent out a place and you're done. And then Joe's like, no, you got to do all these compliance. You need your data protection. You need this, that, and the other. And I'm like, wow, like I'm so happy I didn't fork up a bunch of money to get into something and then not actually do my due diligence and understand what I'm getting myself into. So all in all, I think it's just lit the fire even more. I'm really passionate about it. Excited to get it up and running. So when I do finally, bite the bullet and take it, well, which would hopefully be July time. I think I'll have the course finished by then. Um, I'll probably sign up again for the longer mentorship, just so I can have you guys as a resource to help me on my journey and stuff. And then, yeah, hopefully once this money from Saudi Arabia comes in, I'm just gonna go full force and try and get as many properties as I can moving into my next season, so then I can just have that income coming in and just build my network from there.
No, that's
Yeah.
awesome, man. That's great to hear. It's so good to hear. And it's very similar to how we were. We thought we wanted this, we felt we wanted it, but then diving into it, it just really like reaffirms everything you've been thinking. Is like, yeah, this is awesome. This is what I want to do. And now ultimately it's just up to you guys to actually make it happen.
Uh,
Um, Do you know what I mean? Like we're here to help as much as we can. The only thing we can't do is do it for you.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you know what I mean? So yeah,
I
it's there.
was not only would I have the money, I'd also have the experience of actually talking to the landlords, agents, getting a deal accepted, giving them that offer. If I've done it twice, perfect. So one, I've got the experience. Two, I've made money,
Yeah.
and three, I'd use it on whatever. So no, that would be my. Oh, it's gone well dark. That would be my starting point on it if I'm being genuinely 100% honest, because
Yeah.
I think that's the route I'm going to take to start off with.
Good.
Try and sell
Good.
a deal or two
Yeah, it's
first.
definitely a good
Yeah.
way to start, like you said, because
Mhm.
then you're not losing anything.
Yeah.
You're not putting your own money into it as such. It's just a bit of work, a bit of effort,
hmm
and then you've got 3 grand in the bank,
It's
and
like a
then
win-win. It's like
you've got
I've
that
got 3 grand and I've got the confidence knowing if I've done
yeah,
one, that's it's a win-win. It's a win-win.
yeah,
So that'll be my basis of
yeah.
it. And I could also use some of that money to just pay for a 12-month one-to-one. So it is a
Yeah,
win-win. And it's just
that's
nuts.
it.
It's nuts. But
Yeah.
that's my starting point.
I think
Awesome.
um, I'm a little bit opposite to you. I think I'm the only reason why I haven't started up yet is because I want to maximize the time that I have with it, and I know this season, like we're going to play 4 games a week, it's going to be a bit hectic for me. So I'm a little bit on the other end of the spectrum where I want to invest the money that I make from basketball back into my business. So, you know, even if it means I become an investor, like people like you might find me a deal, and I might be like, yeah,
Mm.
I'll take it on. You know, I'll pay you for it. You know, this basketball players are just like fund like just throw their money away and then they come to the end of their career and it's just like, well, now what? You know, I'm going to be 31 this year. You know, I don't want to retire and then have to start again. I want to have my like hands into something that you know, one that I enjoy and two that I know what I'm doing with it. So, and I think a lot of the skills that you do need for rent to rent do transfer over from basketball, like having the confidence, being able to speak to the people, being in a competitive environment and stuff. So watching the videos, I'm just like, oh, cool. It's just like going into a basketball match. This is my target. This is what I need to do. If I go into a game though and I want to get 10 rebounds, I might go into a deal sourcing. No, I want to do 10 viewings in a day, something crazy like that. So for me, the crossover is quite easy. So yeah, I'm just grateful that I had this opportunity in Mexico. To be fair, because it's just even more capital that I can add on. So I'm gonna have come the end of June have quite a decent chunk of money, and then just once I'll sign up with you guys for another mentee, the extended menteeship, and then just like trying to think of the best way to move forward and stuff. And yeah, but come July, I'm ready, man. I'm excited. My missus is on my case about it as well. She's like, all you bloody do is talk about your deals and what you're gonna get into. I'm like, yeah, but you're not gonna be complaining when the money's coming in. So yeah, looking
Exactly.
forward to it.
Exactly. But no, it's good. It's good, and this is the beauty of stuff like this that we do. Obviously, this is the first time we run kind of like a boot camp, and I know obviously it's been kind of just you guys who have signed up. But again, on the mentorship, we have more people signing up. We've got more people there. People join at different periods on the mentorship, and you just build this trust. Like you literally just said there, if Kaiyl finds a deal, you could buy it off him if it's a good deal
Mm.
because you're on here, you've got that trust, and Kyle's then gone and got himself his first investor because of that trust, because you've built that relationship up, because you're both invested in yourself. You're under this umbrella of ours. You know you're both getting the same training. You know you're both doing the right things, and you also both know that whatever deal kind of comes along, we check it for you, and just make sure that it is obviously solid and everything's good. So you know it's perfect. So this is another reason why investing in yourself and being in them environments is just the best thing because you're meeting people who you're going to work with in the future. It's fantastic.
Prior to this course, I'd always wonder like, what is networking like? What is meeting somebody gonna do? But then like
Yeah.
already, I just made me realize like what a stupid question that was from me. So no, it's already answering
No, I think
questions, and I
everyone's the
think
same though. Like nobody really understands it until you do it. And like this
hmm
is how me
Yeah.
and Joe met. We met on a Zoom like this. And now look at us, like
now
we're
look
still
at you,
working together.
literally.
And like we lived like pretty much opposite ends of the country. Like I'm down in Cornwall, he was up in Manchester. We very rarely either like I think I've only actually met Joe in person like 5 times. But we
Oh
talk
wow.
every single day and we're running like 3 businesses together. Like it's crazy. So just from coming on a Zoom, just turning up and putting yourself out there, introducing yourself, telling everyone what you do, and then you go, I kind of like you. I
Yeah.
might work with you.
It's
And
even like
then
in the free Zooms when I've been about, I've just had friend requests of like 3 people
yeah,
and then Insta follows as well. I'm like, whoa, never would have thought about it.
yeah,
Never
Yeah.
would have thought about it. So no, it's
But it's good though, like what you said, it's not a stupid thing to say. It might seem it later on, but it's like anything, once you know it, it is simple. But I remember I was speaking to my younger brother about this a while ago when I started in property. I was like, right, I sat down, I was like, right, I need to do some work today. But I was like, what is work? You know, you just these questions coming out, what is work? What actually do I need to do today? I don't know,
Mhm.
I'm new to this. Like
I remember
what
Joe
do I do?
asking me this. He literally messaged me going, "What is work? Like, what would you call? What would you say is work?" And I'm like, "Well, everything I'm doing is work. Talking to the mentees is work. Talking to investors is work. Looking on Rightmove for deals is work. Creating Facebook posts to promote our business's work. Everything, every little thing. Like, and it doesn't feel like work. That's why he's like,
Mhm.
what even is
Yeah,
work?" And this was like quite far into like working together. It wasn't like right at the beginning. Like we already had like an established business. We're mentoring. We're doing. Like, well, everything we do is work. Like, we never switch off. Like, whether we're
no,
talking to mentees, like giving that little bit of advice, or running a Zoom, or just posting about like the properties we've got because that's marketing, or posting about these Zooms, that's marketing. Like, it doesn't feel like it. We're just talking about what we're doing. Like, it
I think
doesn't
that's what makes it
feel
all
like work.
worthwhile.
Yeah,
It being work, but it not feeling like work
yeah,
is what I think everyone wants in
yeah,
it. It's
yeah,
like when they say, oh, what was I saying again? Like, find a job you love, you won't work a day in your life.
yeah. It's
yeah,
so true.
Whatever that saying is, but it's like if you can do work and not feel like it's work and you
Yeah,
enjoy doing it, that's bang on. And I think anyone would be content with anything like that, especially if it's like you said, Debbie, anything you do that's relating to like now you two are essentially working, but you're just chatting to me and
yeah, yeah.
Legend.
yeah. We're just having a chat. It
So
doesn't
it's
feel like work.
for it to
Bro,
feel like
I'm in
that
an
makes it all
all-inclusive
worthwhile.
fucking Hilton
Joe's in
hotel right
Dubai.
now. I've had about 4 or 5 tequila sunrises. I'm back in the room. I'm on here. It does
Chilling,
feel like
man.
work
But
though.
there's so much flexibility, and like I remember like the first year me and Joe worked together, it's like every month he was over in Spain. But he's still working. He's got his laptop there. He'll be sat
Hmm.
in the airport lounge working away. And every time he went away, he'd sell a deal. And I'm like, how are you
Yeah, it kind of
doing
got a bit weird. Like it
this?
just kept
Like,
happening.
as soon as he's like by the pool in Spain, he's like, Debs, have just sold a deal. Like, how how have you done this? But I was like, it actually got to the point where I was like, Joe, you actually work better when you're on holiday, so just keep going on holiday.
So now he's actually on a permanent holiday in frigging Dubai, so you'll
Yeah.
be sweet.
We'll wrap it
Whitefield
up
to
there.
Dubai.
Whitefield to Dubai, that's the one.
Don't have a
Wicked
car,
lads.
but
If
don't
you
have a car, so I don't know.
Yeah.